Is it possible that a person can die while watching a nightmare? This is what scientists say. I just want to give you my experience when I was a teenager. My parents, well, I knew this family. The man used to be a sea captain, and he used to go to bed. He used to fall asleep before his wife because the doctor told his wife to make sure that in the first hour of his sleep, if he has a nightmare, to wake him up, because sometimes his nightmares were so bad that he could have passed away by watching a nightmare in his dreams. So this is what the doctor told the wife. The wife used to sleep about an hour after her husband because of this. Who knows what he was experiencing? Maybe he had sea storms. Maybe he had problems with his crew or his ship. I have no idea. I didn't ask the details of what had happened in his life. But anyway, let's go into this. Could the nightmare cause such a thing? Wes Craven's horror film A Nightmare on Poplar Road from 1984 remains one of the most popular thrillers of all time, but despite its bizarre content, it's based on a real disease called Sudden Unexpected Nocturnal Death Syndrome, SUNDS for short, SUNDS, which inspired Craven to create the film, as he told Cinema Fantastique magazine in 2008. The syndrome strikes otherwise healthy young people in their sleep, although it is not caused by some demonic stranger with bladed claws like the protagonist of the well-known horror film. In SUNDS, which is a genetic disease, the body fails to properly coordinate the electrical signals that make the heart beat, says Matteo Vata, assistant professor of cardiology at Baylor College of Medicine in Houston. The disease mainly affects young adults, particularly those of Southeast Asian descent. Well, the sea captain I knew was about in his 60s and he was Greek. Now, the heart can be normal for some time and then it can stop suddenly, Vata said. The heart usually stops at night, and in Southeast Asia, it once caused more deaths in young men than car accidents. Can you imagine? I never knew that. Now, deaths occur at night because the heart beats weaker when people sleep, and when the heart slows in sleep, the electrical problems that causes SUNDS become more intense and overwhelm the body's ability to regulate the heart rate, causing a fatal convulsion. There have been some theories linking the onset of SUNDS to the anxiety created by nightmares, but no such correlation has been shown by scientific research examining the effects of dream content on SUNDS deaths. There is currently no effective treatment for SUNDS. We do not know clearly why it tends to affect Southeastern Asians more often than other groups of people. The syndrome is very difficult to detect, even with a specialized electrocardiograph, Vata says. Doctors in the United States and Europe first recognized the disease among refugees displaced by the Vietnam War, according to a report by the Centers for Disease Control Prevention. And as these refugees began to settle in the United States in the late 1970s and early 1980s, mysterious stories of apparently healthy Southeast Asians who had died in their sleep, as well as others who were afraid to sleep because of the syndrome, began to appear in the newspapers of the whole country, and so a cinematic nightmare was born. Well, yeah, experiencing a conflict, a war, obviously is not at all good, and of course it can be you could be traumatized all your life because of that. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.